All right, last video. So at this point, you might be feeling like, hey, this is pretty cool, but I want to make some changes. Um, if you want to everything should be its own layer now, which is really nice. I'm going to go ahead and focus on this planet. I like this planet. But let's say I decided I want to go with a different color for this planet right here. You can do that in Photoshop. And here's how. With the layer selected, you're going to go to Image, Adjustment, and let's go ahead and choose Hue Saturation. That's probably the easiest one. Let's say that I want this to be a little less red. Let's desaturate it. So saturation is the intensity of the color. There we go. Maybe I want to just pull the lightness down just a touch, make it a little darker. Or maybe I want to go the other way and go brighter. Oh, that looks terrible. Don't do that. So now it's a little darker, a little less saturated. Maybe that looks a little bit more like a planet. Maybe you decide, hey, you know what? Red is not the color I want for this one. Try adjusting the hue, and you can try playing with some different planets. Let's go with blue. Let's pull the saturation down. Maybe you want something more like this. That's kind of cool to give it some contrast. Maybe I feel like this one's too cartoony. So again, I'll go to Image Adjustments, Hue Saturation. Let's pull that saturation down. Let's pull that darkness down. I don't know. You get it to look however you want. And if you decide you just want to redo it, that's fine too. You should keep your copies in Illustrator. Don't delete them like I did. And then you can always just go back and erase them. You should have some planets that are big, some that are small. If you want to create a sun, go for it. That is something you'd probably want to do in this program. Make a new layer. You could do that a number of ways, but I think that if you looked up a tutorial, you might be able to find something. I would just try here with the big brush. Let's see if I can get a brush that I'm looking for, like a soft round brush. Let's go with a nice big size, and maybe something like that. Could be your sun. And maybe I want to go white on the center. Ooh, that's pretty. Cool. Maybe a little less fuzzy if you don't want it to be quite as, just bring the hardness up. You don't want the hardness to be too high. But let's go. So one more time, let me just go like bright, fiery red-orange. And then I'll come in here with the white and go a little smaller. Yeah, something like that. Whatever you want to do. But my sun should actually be up here because that's where the light source is. You could also try, let's say I created my sun up there. Let me go back a little bit. There's my sun. Let me start with color. Boom. And let's go a little lighter. Boom. That's my sun. I could create a lens flare there. And I can do that by going up to Filter. Actually, I'm not sure if this will work. So bear with me. If it does not work, don't worry. We're going to go to Render, and then we're going to do Lens Flare. And I'm going to click right there. And you'll see that it kind of creates this, it's really hard to see, but I'm going to increase the brightness. And let's see what that does. If I click OK. It didn't really do much. It works better if there's other things going on in the image. I could try it on this layer. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's what I was going for. I guess you have to do it on your space layer. It's pretty cool. But it's also, there's no going back once you create it. So, you know, be careful. I wish I could do it on a blank layer like this. But it doesn't let you. It has to have something there already. Anyway. Alright, so yeah, just experiment. That's kind of the point of this project. To learn new things, to try new things. And you're going to be graded on your creativity. You're going to be graded on the number of planets that you have, that they're all kind of different and unique. Maybe you tried some things like craters. Maybe they came out better than mine. And hopefully you'll learn some things about Illustrator and Photoshop along the way. Alright guys, I'll see you next week. Bye.